how are you doing? This is Pastor Cheryl. Um, I bought my sister the same book, the same that I got. I ordered this one and thought I'd have it sent to me to see what it looked like, and then I would ship it off to her. Except the price of postage has really gone up. So I sent her a new one, and these are on sale right now. As you can see, they're super giant print. So I won't screw up when I read you the Bible, okay? God told me just to teach. Now, if you are interested in reading the Bible, you don't start back here in Genesis. You'll get somewhere in the center of the Old Testament, and you'll give up because, some of it's so dry and it'll bore you to death. If you're serious about reading the Bible, start with the book of John. John is Gnostic. It is not part of the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, even though it has similar stories in it, the same stories. But the book of John is Gnostic, which means special knowledge, having special knowledge. Now, when you go to seminary, they teach you this stuff. And I remember this from way, way back. It's about 30 years ago I went there. But it's Gnostic. They were a persecuted church in Jerusalem, so they met in secret. And a part of where they used to meet is there was a public bath, kind of a public meeting place where people used to hang out together. It's hard to imagine, right? Meeting in a bathroom. So they were meeting in this public bath, which still exists today. You could tour it. You could see it. It's like it was like a big swimming pool. Yeah, they're getting clean in a big swimming pool. And it was a community thing. Everybody jumped in. And so anyway, the book of John. And it starts out as poetic and it's quite beautiful. So we're at least all on the same page, okay? Prologue. This will grab you. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. All things were created through him, and apart from him, not one thing was created that has been created. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. That light shines in the darkness, and yet the darkness did not overcome it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify about the light, so that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but he came to testify about the light. The true light that gives light unto everyone was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was created through him, and yet the world did not recognize him. He came to his own, and his own people did not receive him. But to all who did receive him, he gave them the right to be called children of God. To those who believe in his name, who were born not of natural descent, nor the will of the flesh or the will of man, but of God. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. We observed his glory, the glory as the one and only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. John testified concerning him and exclaimed, "This was the one who I said, the one coming after me ranks ahead of me because he existed before me." Indeed, we all have received grace upon grace from his fullness, for the law was given through Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, the one and only Son, who is himself God and is at the Father's side. He has revealed him. Okay, I think we should have some sort of a discussion about this. There's a lot here. There's a lot of content here. But this is a good place to start. It's poetic. It's beautiful. You love it. And it talks about how Christ came from God, but was God. And then his own people did not recognize him. And this is written as, it talks about John, but to my knowledge, John the Baptist did not read and write. That is to my knowledge. It is uncertain who actually wrote this. It did get into the canon, and it is, of course, lovely. And the story after this is about John the Baptist and his testimony. And so, anyway, we go on. John the Baptist testimony down here. And I've read this so many times to my members. I keep thinking, like, why do they want me to read this over again? Because, I go according to the lectionary when I do my sermons. John the Baptist testimony. This was John's testimony when the Jews from Jerusalem sent the priests and the Levites to ask him, "Who are you?" He didn't deny, but confessed, "I am not the Messiah." "What then?" they asked him. "Are you Elijah?" "I'm not," he said. "Are you a prophet?" "No," he answered. "Who are you then?" they asked. "We need to give an answer to those who sent us. What can you tell us about yourself?" He said, "I am the voice of the one crying out in the wilderness, 'Make straight the way of the Lord.'" This is just as Isaiah the prophet said. Make way. Notice how that's darker. Make straight the way of the Lord. We are hearing an awful lot lately about the rapture. We see a lot of this on the internet right now. It seems like everybody has to publicize their rapture dream. I kind of wonder if maybe they're seeing each other's testimony and then they have a dream. And sometimes people pick up other people's thoughts and vibes. Have you noticed that? You're thinking about something and this another person sitting next to you is thinking about the same thing. And then you wonder how that happened. And it's just, I think we could actually sense each other's thoughts sometimes. But make way the straight of the Lord. Or in other words, clean up your act. The rapture is going to happen soon. And you want to be out here with the first rapture. There'll be like 3 waves. If you're post-trib, pre-trib, mid-trib, and post-trib. Okay. And if you want, you could probably be raptured up with how your theological belief is. But that's not how it's supposed to happen. And the best thing to do is pick up a New Testament or a Bible, something that you're comfortable reading. My sister has a vision problem. Noticing I'm reading this with no glasses, right? And I usually can read with no glasses. And my sister needs, big bifocals. I have some little bifocals. You see them? Little bitty ones. I have some. But anyway, I will, it's getting close to the end where this will turn off. It'll just turn off because it allows me to do 10 minutes. So let's all be on the same page, and I will teach you through the New Testament, okay? Um, and plus going through the lectionary for my group. I'll see you. Bye-bye.